You want to hear a really fucking fucked up but good saga? Check this out. Whoa. Okay. You're not going to believe, but this is true. Woman shoots former cop husband for preying on children in her daycare. Whoa. Woman shot her husband for preying on children. Yow. Okay.
This is a saga. Black woman who owns a daycare gets credible accusations from the kids under her care that her husband, who happens to be a former Baltimore police officer, her husband was in fact molesting them.
Whoa!
So she shot her husband.
Oh.
She confronted him. She shot him. According to the report, she initially reported this to Baltimore PD. However, it is unclear if they ever investigated her husband, who is, once again, a former Baltimore cop. Let me give you the background to this story. Let's put her picture up full mass here, okay? Her name is Shantiri Weems.
Shantiri Weems.
Little Kids Daycare Center in Baltimore County. Miss Weems initially tried to report the abuse to Baltimore police after hearing allegations from children. It is unclear if they ever took it seriously. So police responded to a call that came in around 7:40 p.m. for reports of a man shot on the 8th floor of a hotel.
Ooh.
By that time, officers had arrived. Weems barricaded herself in the hotel room. There's more. When the officers arrived at the hotel room, the woman, identified as 50-year-old Miss Weems, began to talk to them through the door. Officers asked Miss Weems to come outside so they could assist the man that was shot. But she then informed them that she would shoot herself if they came into the room. As the conversation continued through the door and the officers tried to confirm if there was a shooting victim, Weems yelled, "He's a child molester." Now, I'm going to actually highlight her side of events here because she's been arrested, all right? And I hope she gets a great criminal defense attorney. The guy's alive, all right? She didn't kill him, and she did not want to kill him. Shantiri described how the incident began. This is her description of it.
Here we go.
Weems claims that the calls made her emotional, and she decided to bring up the allegations to her husband. All right, now keep in mind, she's in charge of the daycare.
Mm-hmm.
She believes these allegations. She's in a complex emotional place, and she confronts her husband. During the conversation, Weems said the situation escalated into an argument. And at some point during the argument, her husband stood up and walked towards her. Weems says that's when she retrieved her gun and shot her husband. I mean, what do the police say again? I was in fear of my life. There you go. Oh, it didn't work for her. Okay. James Weems was able to inform officers through a door that he was shot in the leg. After confirmation, officers made entry into the room at about 8:11 p.m. to treat the victim, detain Miss Weems, according to court documents. Weems expressed that she did not want to kill her husband. She just wanted justice. Now remember, these are kids under her care. These kids have credible allegations that she likely believes. She reports these accusations to the police.
You know what she was doing? She was protecting the children.
Police do nothing, according to the narrative.
That's a child advocate right there.
Now, police say they found a letter inside the room, already written by Miss Weems. The letter asked that Weems was hoping to paralyze her husband and that she wants justice for the kids
at her daycare.
I bet they investigate if he's a child molester now.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got to say about it. Jackson, thoughts here?
Yeah, but here's the thing. It makes you wonder. I bet you if it was like a coach, a pastor, a mailman, UPS driver, a construction worker, a plumber, you think the cops would investigate it? You damn right they would have. But why was that? Oh, that's right. Because he's an officer. Yeah. Well, when it's a serious action with a cop, the police department usually brush aside because they're going to protect their own. Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I think it's clear that she shot him in the leg. You know, her intent obviously wasn't murder, and the fact that she reported these issues, you know, she definitely has a credible defense on her side. But this is just really a tricky issue because, you know, what do you do when you actually go forth and report these types of issues to law enforcement? But you know, can't necessarily get them to budge, or maybe you don't have direct evidence. You know, eventually people take things into their own hands. So, you know, unfortunately, there wasn't a way for them to look into this, or they just didn't look into it harder, you know, initially. But luckily, her husband isn't dead, and perhaps he can face some justice for the accusations held against him.
Yeah.
Well, it's like she said, she didn't want to kill him, and she wants him to face justice. And she works at a daycare. She's around children like that. And she's trying, you know, probably, people say, well, kids saying like, well, when it comes to serious stuff like this, nah. Especially when the child is shown a great emotion, like they're traumatized, you're going to tend to want to believe the kid. And like I said, I mean, a child molester, a predator can come in all kinds of forms. It doesn't, I mean, especially with a police officer. But yeah, it could be the little league coach, the pastor, the mailman. It doesn't matter. Yeah. And what did that police department did? They did nothing. So they said, fuck it, I'm taking justice in my own hand. He was, I'm out of here, Mike, John, peace out.